Welcome back. So today's topic is about the process synchronization. So in this particular topic we will be learning about the process and how your process is managed properly by your operating system to acquire the resources. Then we will be learning about the critical section. Then we will be learning about the critical section problem. Then we will be learning about the what are the conditions that are required to avoid the critical section problem. Okay, so let us start the today's topic. So process synchronization. So what do you mean by process synchronization? You might be knowing the definition of a process. Process is a program in execution. That means it is in active state, right? So that you call it as a process. So what do you mean by synchronization? See, the processes has to be managed properly to acquire the resources, otherwise there will be a conflict. That is known as the synchronization. That means to avoid the conflict while the processes will be trying to acquire the resources, the management that has to be done to the processes is known as the synchronization. That means in a properly managed way the processes will be acquiring the resources. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम लोग के समय में जब हम मूवी थिएटर में जाते थे और मूवी देखने के लिए और वो ब्लॉकबस्टर मूवी रहता था, तभी द सिचुएशन मूवी थिएटर के आगे द सिचुएशन बहुत ही बुरा रहता था। इसका मतलब ये है कि जब हम काउंटर में जाते थे टिकट्स लेने के लिए, तो टिकट्स लेने के टाइम में जब एक छोटा सा होल रहता है जहाँ से कि हम लोग पैसे देते हैं और टिकट्स लेते हैं, ठीक है, तभी इतना भीड़ जमा हो जाता है, इधर से सब आदमी लोग, इधर से सब आदमी लोग, पीछे से ठीक धक्का इधर उधर रहता था, ठीक है। तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, तो एक मैनेज्ड लाइन नहीं रहता था टिकट्स लेने के लिए, ठीक है, इधर से भी आ जाते थे आदमी लोग, इधर से भी आ जाते थे, और वो छोटा सा होल में सभी लोग 5 और 6 ठो हाथ ऐसे मुट्ठी में पैसा पकड़ के वो होल से घुसा देते थे टिकट्स लेने के लिए, ठीक है। तो उस समय क्या हो जाता था कि अंदर फंस जाता था, हाथ पूरा अंदर फंस जाता था, और वो टिकट्स देने वाला वो भी आदमी बेचारा, ठीक है, वो टिकट्स दे देता था, पैसा ऐसा हाथ से निकाल के पैसा ले लेता था और टिकट्स हम लोग को दे देता था, और हम लोग पूरा निकालने के लिए कोशिश करते थे हाथ, तो होल से हाथ ही नहीं निकलती थी, ठीक है। तो उसी टाइम में सिचुएशन पूरा गड़बड़ा रह जाता था कि वहाँ पे पुलिस आ जाते थे, पुलिस आके डंडा लेके सभी को पीटने लगते थे, और जिसका हाथ फंसा हुआ था वो होल्स में, वो लोग पूरा तोड़ मरोड़ के निकाल लेते थे और घाव वगैरह सभी हो जाता था। वो सिचुएशन ऐसा होता था उस ज़माने में जब हम लोग मूवी देखने के लिए जाते थे, ठीक है। अब समझने के लिए कोशिश कीजिए, आप अगर आप लोग एक लाइन से खड़े रहेंगे टिकट्स लेने के लिए, तो आप लोग अच्छी तरह से टिकट्स पैसा देंगे, टिकट्स ले लेंगे, ठीक है, फिर दूसरा आदमी आएगा, फिर टिकट पैसा देगा, टिकट लेगा, तीसरा आदमी आएगा, एक लाइन इन वेल मैनेज्ड वे, राइट, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, इन ए वेल मैनेज्ड वे। सो दैट इफ यू आर going in a well managed way, then there won't be any problem. If there are lot of disturbances will be there to acquire the resource, इस केस में क्या एक्वायर द रिसोर्स कौन सा है, रिसोर्स कौन सा है, रिसोर्स जो टिकट्स है, ठीक है, वो टिकट्स आपको लेना है, ठीक है। तो वो टिकट लेने के लिए आप लोग इधर जो बाहर जो आदमी लोग हैं वो टिकट्स लेने के लिए, तो वो आपस में झगड़ा करेंगे, तो वो रिसोर्स मिलने के लिए बहुत ही मुश्किल हो जाएगा, समझ में आ रहा है, ठीक है। तो आप वेल मैनेज्ड वे में जाएंगे तो टिकट्स आसानी से ले आएंगे, ठीक है, वही है, ठीक है, उसी को बोलते हैं आपका सिंक्रोनाइजेशन। जो इन ए सिंक्रोनाइज्ड वे इफ यू आर मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, देन यू विल बी एक्वायरिंग द रिसोर्स इन ए वेरी डिसिप्लिन्ड मैनर, राइट। तो यहाँ पे मैं एक एग्जांपल दूंगा, ठीक है, और एक एग्जांपल, तो एक प्रोग्राम हो गया, ठीक है, ये प्रोग्राम डिवाइड हो गया 2 प्रोसेसेस में, प्रोसेस P1 और प्रोसेस P2, ठीक है। तो what is a program? Program is a set of instruction which is in ideal state or in a passive state and residing in your secondary storage device. What is a process? Process is a active entity and it is in running state, right? So that you call it as a process. So process is a part of a program that you need to understand. Okay, process is a part of a program. Process, what is the definition for process? Process is a program in execution, right? So that means process is a part of a program, right? तो ये दो प्रोसेस हो गए, एक प्रोग्राम का दो प्रोसेस में डिवाइड हो गए और योर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम डिवाइड करके दो प्रोसेस में डिवाइड करके ये भेज रहा है प्रोसेसर में एग्जीक्यूट होने के लिए, ठीक है। तो ये प्रोग्राम जो है, ये प्रोग्राम का एक डाटा है जो कि शेयरेबल है। दैट मीन्स द प्रोसेस P1 एंड P2 नीड्स दिस डाटा, दिस शेयर्ड डाटा, ठीक है। राइट नाउ व्हेन प्रोसेस P1 and P2 wants this data of this program to acquire, that means this is a resource, right? So this resource can be utilized by process P1 and P2. Okay, so when process P1 and P2 wants to utilize this data, then what happens? Process P1 and P2 at a time wants to acquire this data or utilize this data, then there may be the conflict. Okay, so there may be the conflict between process P1 and P2. So process P1 and process P2 are the concurrent processes and they want to acquire the resource, that is the data, at the same time. Okay, so in the same time, if they will not be communicating with each other in a proper way, then to acquire this data there will be a conflict in between these two processes. So there should be a proper communication between the process P1 and P2, whether process P1 will acquire the data and process P2 will be waiting, or process P2 will be acquiring the data and process P1 should wait. Okay, so if that understanding is not maintained between the process P1 and P2, then there will be a conflict in between process P1 and P2 and the problem arises. So to avoid that kind of problem, there should be a solution given by your operating system. So what are the various kinds of solution given by your operating system? That solutions we will be discussing in the subsequent topics. Okay, now let us try to understand technically. Okay, so this data, this shared data, we call it as critical section. Try to understand. This particular shared data is known as the critical section. So what is a critical section? Critical section is a segment of code. Critical section is a segment of code, right? So this particular data, this segment of code of a particular program, which is your shared data, is known as your critical section, right? So when the processes tries to acquire or access the critical section, execute the critical section, then the conflict arises, right? So that you call it as a critical section problem. So there are a lot of solutions for the critical section problem, like your semaphore, monitor. We will be discussing all those solutions in our coming videos. Okay, so in today's video we will be trying to learn in details about the critical section and critical section problem, and what are the various conditions that are available to avoid the critical section problem. Okay, so let us understand by taking the technical examples, right? So I am writing one C program, a simple C program. written one simple program, right? So here you can observe, so here I have declared a variable which you call it as a global variable, right? So suppose this one is a global variable, and here I have declared some variable, you can call it as a local variable. See, the global variable can be utilized by any functions in your program, right? So for example, so this particular part we call it as a process P1, and this particular part as process P2. So your program has been divided into two processes, process P1 and process P2. Okay, so and we are having the global variable which we call it as a critical section, right? So this global variable you can call it as a critical section, right? So this critical section, this particular variable can be utilized by your process P1 and process P2. Okay, see, this local variable is within this main function only, so this local variables can be utilized by this function only, right? So it cannot be utilized by this particular function, right? But this global variable can be utilized by this particular process and this particular process also. Process P1 and process P2 can utilize the global variable. So you call this as a critical section. Right now, if process P1 and P2, these two processes wants to access the critical section, that means the global variable, at the same time, then there may be a conflict, right? So that's the reason that process P1 and P2 has to be communicated in a proper manner. They should have the proper communication to get the access of the critical section. Okay, so if they are not communicating in a proper manner, then the problem arises that we call it as a critical section problem. Here the situation needs, what situation needs? That the process synchronization should be there. So if there will not be the process synchronization, then the problem arises, that means the conflict arises, and due to the conflict, the critical section problem arises, because both the processes are unable to use the critical section, that means the global variable. So to avoid the critical section problem, each and every process has to execute the extra instruction or code so that synchronization of the processes is achieved. Okay, so that is, so I am writing one extra code here. So if any process, so for example the process P1 wants to access the critical section, then what it has to do is that process P1 has to take the special permission by executing that particular code, then only the process P1 will be allowed to access the global variable or the critical section. Okay, so what is that, how the process P1 will be acquiring the permission, that, so entry section, critical section, then exit section, reminder section, then completed, right? So any process to access the global variable, that means the critical section, they need to take the special permission, that means they need to execute this particular code, then only that particular process will be getting the access of your critical section. For example, so this is your critical section, and you are having the two processes, process P1 and process P2, to acquire the critical section, that means to access the global variable, right? So right now process P1 and P2 to acquire the synchronization, that means there should not be any conflict between the process P1 and P2. So what they need to do is that if process P1 or P2 wants to acquire the critical section, then they need to execute this particular code. That means the entry section they need to ask the permission, that means execute certain lines of code that is being assigned, that has to be executed, and that particular process will be acquiring the critical section. So for example, the process P1 has acquired the critical section, so it has executed entry section, then the process P1 has acquired the critical section, then it has got, process P1 has got the access of this particular critical section, then P2 is avoided. Okay, so it will be in waiting, right? So P1, when P1 is accessing the critical section, P2 will be waiting. So in that manner it is synchronized, right? Understanding? So P1 has acquired the critical section, then executed the critical section, then it exit section will be executed, then comes out from the processor. Then process P2 will be executing this particular code, entry section, then process P2 will be entering into the critical section, execute the code, exit section, remainder section, exit out. So in this manner the processes will be accessing the critical section in a synchronized manner, right? If it is not accessing in this manner, then the critical section problem arises, that we call it as a critical section problem. That means two processes will be conflicting and they will not be getting the access of the critical section. That means the conflict situation arises, and conflict situation raises the problem that we call it as a critical section problem, as they are unable to access the critical section, that means the global variable, right? So that is the critical section problem, right? So right now moving to the next topic, what are the various conditions that are required to avoid the critical section problem, right? So let us discuss the conditions, right? Conditions required to avoid critical section problem. Right? So the first, there are three conditions that is required to avoid the critical section problem. So what are the three conditions? Mutual exclusion. Second one is progress. Third one is bounded waiting. Okay, so these three conditions has to be satisfied to avoid the critical section problem. Okay, so what are those three conditions? The first one is mutual exclusion. So this is very important condition that has to be satisfied to avoid the critical section problem. Okay, so what is the critical section problem? That means the processes are conflicting among themselves and unable to acquire the particular resource that they want, right? So in our example, the resource is the global variable. Okay, the first one is the mutual exclusion. So what do you mean by mutual exclusion? See, this is our critical section or the global variable that the process wants to get access, right? So our process P1 and process P2 are there to access the critical section. Right now, what do you mean by mutual exclusion? Mutual exclusion means mutually exclusive. That means he is very important, right? So that process is very important, right? So see, when the two processes wants to access the critical section, then they need to take the permission by executing the code that I said, the entry section and the exit section, right? So they have to execute the code start from entry section, right? So process P1 and process P2 is trying to take the permission. So process P1 finally acquires and gets the permission, and process P1 is permitted to access the critical section, and in that situation process P2 has to wait. When process P1 acquires the resource, that is the critical section, then process P1 should complete its access, then execute the exit section, then come out, then process P2 is allowed. That means P1 is mutually exclusive. That means it has acquired the particular resource, that is the critical section, after acquiring, executing the resource and coming out from the processor. That means it is holding this resource in a mutually exclusive manner. That means he is the king, you can say, okay? He is the king to access this particular resource, nobody can interfere, okay? That means if the mutual exclusion is satisfied, then only your critical section problem is avoided. Understood or not? Next condition is the progress, right? So the progress condition has to be satisfied to avoid the critical section problem. So what does it mean progress? So the critical section, so process P1 and process P2. So process P1 and P2 are trying to access the critical section, right? So in this situation, right now, if process 1 wants to enter the critical section, at that situation, process P2, if it is not allowing the process P1 to enter into the critical section. So for example, process P2 wants to enter into the critical section, but process P1 is not allowing the process P2 to enter into the critical situation. मतलब किसी के काम में टांग लड़ाना, समझ रहे हैं? तो एक अपना काम करने के लिए आगे जा रहा है, तो दूसरा प्रोसेस उसको जाने नहीं दे रहा है, समझ में आ रहा है? तो वैसे सिचुएशन में द प्रोग्रेस इज नॉट अचीव्ड, दैट मीन्स वन प्रोसेस कैनॉट एंटर. इफ प्रोग्रेस इज नॉट अचीव्ड मीन्स critical section problem is there, right? That means critical section, it is not not able to access the critical section. Any process is not able to access the critical section. That means critical section problem is there. This particular condition is not satisfied. So this condition has to be satisfied to avoid the critical section problem. That means progress should be there. That means ये प्रोसेस इसके काम में टांग नहीं लगाना, ये प्रोसेस उसके काम में टांग नहीं लगाना, ठीक है? तो ये प्रोसेस, अगर ये प्रोसेस इसको कुछ नहीं करता है, तो ये प्रोसेस अपना एंट्री सेक्शन, एग्जिट सेक्शन एग्जीक्यूट करके क्रिटिकल सेक्शन में एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा, ठीक है? अगर टांग लड़ाएगा तो प्रोग्रेस अवॉइड हो जाएगा, ठीक है? तो टांग नहीं लड़ाना, ठीक है? प्रोसेस P1 should progress and access the critical section. So that is the progress condition has to be satisfied. So next condition is the bounded waiting. So bounded waiting condition has to be satisfied to avoid the critical section problem. So what is bounded waiting? So we are having the critical section, okay, process P1 wants to acquire the critical section, process P2 also wants to acquire the critical section, okay. So right now process P1 is very near to acquire the critical section, then process P1 will be acquiring the critical section and executing the critical section, then after executing it is coming out P1, okay. So after coming out, again the process P1 acquires the critical section and it executes the critical section and comes out. See, process P2 is not allowed. Process P1 is not allowing the process P2 to execute the critical section, right? So right now again in the third time also process P1, when it come out, then again it goes and enters into the critical section and executes the critical section. Thereby again and again the process P1 is not allowing the process P2 to execute its critical section, right? So this situation is called as bounded waiting. That means it is making the process P2 to wait and it is going and executing itself only. Okay, so that is the situation of bounded waiting. So if bounded waiting will be there, means there the critical section problem arises. So bounded waiting situation or this bounded waiting condition should be satisfied. That means bounded waiting condition should not be there to avoid the critical section problem. So this is all about the process synchronization, right? So what are the solutions for process synchronization? The solution are semaphore and your monitor. So that will be discussed in the next topic, right? So अगर आप लोगों ने अभी तक मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए ताकि आपको रिलेटेड वीडियोस आपको हर समय मिलता रहेगा, ठीक है. सो आज के लिए इतना ही. सो विल मीट इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास. थैंक यू.